Okay, let's look at this polynomial trying to analyze it. Again, this is going to take advantage of a lot of the ideas that odd functions for polynomials look like this, and even are going to look like some kind of parabola. So in this case, the degree is very important. What's the degree? So the degree, each factor is going to have 1 degree. So if I could think about this, I could think about this as x plus 1, x plus 2, and then I have 2 x minus 1s because it is squared. So technically this is a degree 4 polynomial. And it's not flipped over, there's no negative in front or anything, so it's going to look something like this. So it's going to be this one, it's going to fall to the left. No, sorry. It's going to rise to the left and rise to the right. I guess this is kind of worded very funky. So yes, they're both going up. So it's going to be this one. So it rises going left and rises going right. Okay. Now as far as the zeros and what it looks like, so each zero is these factors. So there are only 3 unique factors. So my zeros are going to be -1. Remember, you always take the opposite. -2. And +1. Now, for the first 2, there are only 1 factor, but the second one, there are 2 factors. So remember, if there are 2 factors, or an even number of factors, then that's what we call an even multiplicity. So that means the graph is only going to touch at x equals 1. If they're an odd number, so in this case there are 1 of each, they're going to cross. Now the y-intercept, you can just simply plug in 0. That's true of really any function. So if I just plug in 0 to the function, I'll get 0 plus 1, I'll get 0 plus 2, and I'll get 0 minus 1 squared. So that's 1 times 2 times 1, which is 2. So this is a lot of information, but I can get a pretty good idea of what this graph looks like just from this. So it has a y-intercept of 2. We found that, so I know it has to cross the y-axis here. And there are 3 zeros, 1 at -1, 1 at -2, and then 1 at 1. So when I'm graphing it, I know it's going to look something like this guy over here. So it's going to start this way. It's going to cross at -2. Somehow it has to turn around and cross back at -1. It's going to come, it's got to turn here somehow. It doesn't have to turn there, it could cross and go back, but something like this. But then the big thing at 1, since it's an even number, it's going to bounce over like this. Now, I don't really know how low this goes. I don't really know what this maximum is, but we're just trying to sketch it and get kind of an idea of what this graph is going to look like.